Hello.
Great.
Hi.
Well, thank you all so much for the time. I'm from Urban Faith, and we address Black churches all over the place, and young adults of faith. And in this series, one of the things that I really love is it's like hope in the midst of so much darkness.
Yes.
Can you guys talk a little bit about like what do you see and how that plays out and how people can take away something from this season?
I love that you just said that because I feel like there is hope. It is a really tragic season and it's a really chaotic season, but I do feel like there is a lot of community and strength in community, and you really see that. So I think that it's quite a multifaceted season, I would say. You see a bit of everything, but it's still quite specific and still quite character driven. So
Yeah, and I think art sort of imitated life a bit. And we were lucky enough to film on location in Tenerife, which is this sort of arid top of this volcano landscape, and just us three sort of looking at, when you're in a really tough moment or you've done a long day and you're working hard, you sort of look at each other and you know that you've got each other's backs, and that can sort of elevate you through the difficult times. And so that's also what the characters are feeling about these impending massive things that are coming into Middle-earth. They look at each other, and hopefully within each other they can find the courage to do the things that they need to do to help, Middle-earth.
Yeah, and one of the things you mentioned is that they have each other. I think that the support in order to overcome obstacles is another thing I love about your trio in this series. Can you talk about how that's important and how you've enjoyed being able to overcome together in that way?
Yeah, I think we just came back from doing press in Sao Paulo, and one of the interviewers there actually said that Poppy for her epitomizes friendship. And I think there's something that really rings true for that. She is nowhere without her fellow beings. That is truly where she places her sense of belonging. And they really complement each other as a three, I think. When one is sort of feeling a little bit low, the other two help to bring them back up. And even beyond that, they fight for each other, as well as survival. It's not a selfish thing. And I think there's something really wonderful about how giving the characters are. Sometimes you don't necessarily see that, but that purity really lends itself to the juxtaposition of the world that they're in, because it's completely contrasting, but there's something so wonderful about it, and I think it elevates it.
yeah.
Absolutely. Last question is just, what is a favorite thing that you have being part of this series? Lord of the Rings is such a huge world, and there's so much in it. What's your favorite thing, just in a brief moment?
My favorite thing is seeing people really seeing such lore that is such a big part of people's lives and also big part of people's childhoods unite people in some ways and get people really excited about the season. But for me personally, it's acting with such incredible people, and
So
are you gonna say I'm being insincere?
No.
No, and really, really lovely people, and also people that aren't in the world that we're acting in. There are people from the Elves that we're really close with, and the Dwarves, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing community that
The
we've
theme
built.
of community, I feel like
Yeah,
that's
really
sort of-
runs through.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much, Daniel, Megan, Markella, for the time. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Nice to
Thank
see
you
you.
so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you.